Section 1 of Barks and Purrs. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Barks and Purrs by Colette-Willy. Translated by Mary Kelly. Section 1. Preface. Madame, there are moments when one seems to come to life. One looks about and distinguishes a creature whose footprint closely resembles the ace of spades. The thing says, "Bow wow, it is a dog." One looks again. The ace of spades is now an ace of clubs. The thing says, "Pfft," and it is a cat. This is the history of the visible world, and in particular that of my godchildren, Toby-Dog and Kiki-the-Demure. They are so natural, I use the word in the sense in which it is applicable to the savages of Oceania, that all their acts conspire to make of life a very simple proposition. These are animals in the fullest sense of the word, animaux, if I may employ the original orthography, capable of exclaiming with those of Faust, "The fool knows it not, he knows not the pot, he knows not the kettle." And as such, madame, you have placed them exactly where they should be. Their earthly paradise is the apartment of Monsieur Villy. In your salon, the probable palm and rubber plant give the impression of luxuriant Edenic flora, relatively speaking, and illustrate the transmogrification which is to allow Monsieur Gaston de Champs, critic of Et temps plus que passé, to announce to the wilderness, where he speaks familiarly of Chateaubriand, and to the Collège de France, how well he can admire and understand a true poet. For you are a true poet, and I will declare it freely, not concerning myself, more with the legends Parisians have the habit of weaving about every celebrity. They admire Gauguin and Verlaine, not so much for their originality as for their eccentricities. And so it happens that certain persons, unacquainted with the nameless sentiment, the order and purity, the thousand interior virtues which guide you, persist in saying that you wear your hair short, and that Willie is bald. Must I then, living at Orthez, tell tout Paris who you are? Present you to all who know you, I, who have never seen you? I will say then that the Madame Colette-Willy never had short hair, that she does not wear masculine attire, that her cat does not accompany her when she goes to a concert, that her friend's dog does not drink from a tumbler. It is inexact to say that Madame Colette-Willy works in a squirrel's cage, or performs upon trapeze and flying rings, and can reach with her toe the nape of her neck. Madame Colette-Willy has never ceased to be the plain woman par excellence, who rises at dawn to give oats to the horse, maize to the chickens, cabbage to the rabbits, groundsel to the canaries, snails to the ducks, and bran-water to the pigs. At 8 o'clock, summer and winter, she prepares the café au lait for her maid and herself. Scarcely a day passes that she does not meditate upon this admirable book, A Lady's Country House, by Madame Millet-Robinet. Orchard, kitchen garden, stable, poultry-yard, beehive, and hothouse have no further mysteries for Madame Colette-Willy. They say she refused to divulge her secret for the destruction of mole-crickets to a great statesman who prayed her on his knees. Madame Colette-Willy is in no way different from the description I have just given of her. I am aware that certain folk, having met her in society, insist upon making her very complex. A little more, and they would have ascribed to her the tastes of the mustiest symbolists, and one knows how far from pleasing are those muses' robes. How odious the yellow bandeaux above the faces, expressionless as eggs! Robes and bandeaux are to-day relegated to drawers in the Capitol at Toulouse, from which they will never be taken more, except when occasion calls for the howling of official Alexandrine, in honour of Monsieur Gaston de Champs, Jaurès, or Vercingétorix. Madame Colette-Willy rises to-day on the world of letters as the poetess at last, who with the tip of her slipper sends all the painted, laurelled, cottoned, lyre-carrying muses that from the Mont-Cenis to Renan have roused the aspiration
Sample complete. Ready to continue?